power spike though for Hanwha Life when they hit the 1-2 items and they start death balling up, I think actually outfights T1, which is really weird because you see the Volibear and the aatrox, but it's just the fact that Hanwha Life's comp is so all in and normally
sort of a more defensive choice. Kind of cool. Same thing to be said for Faker though, as you can see. He's got his on the go as Morgan going to break the chains, but he's struggling here just a little bit. Umbral Dash going to do it. Is now Canna in trouble, but not enough as he just dabs on him. That's a solo, and then it all just falls apart.
Can go down quickly with aatrox as we have
Yohan is actually spotted out here. No flash, remember. This is a Hecarim as Vsta wants to try and get over, but Canna's already teleported down. A late teleport now to come through as Morgan tries to come down as well. But now finds himself 4 members of T1 and they will just back away.
Realize that he's clearing out the Krugs, and in the end I'd say this play will favor Hanwha Life.
Flash in from Keria looking for Deft. This one's personal as he devours him. The Ezreal's just dead. Senna, Tahm, Kench. What a ridiculous combination here on the bottom side as they're just underneath the turret and Keria.
I'm so impressed with the T1, so that didn't work out. You know, it's kind of unfortunate, but it doesn't really matter as Canna might get ganked here.
Yeah, a bit of a lane gank here from Yohan, who's looking to make his way in. He can just ult. There's the flash in from Morgan, and this is a very dead aatrox. Dawning Shadow comes down, though, and Cuzz will turn up. They're turning it on the horse. Morgan is going to be able to grab the aatrox, but now he's got a big bear after him. Looking to try and lock this one down. Faker coming on in, but they're taking them around the rosy, as there's the barrel. Cuzz now lumbering towards the Gragas, and he will not have that body slam. Faker will pick up the kill.
This is just a 2 for 0. Like, this just doesn't work out at all. So that idea of capitalizing on that is good. But because it's a lane gank, they're don't actually have any control of River. And the moment that they don't immediately blow him up, you know that this can happen. Teddy also with great map awareness, just immediately throwing it down, buying Canna.
It's not really going to be too much of a big deal. Chovy's going to come over. The plates will go over to Faker, to Cuzz. But just a bit more money if T1 holding on to approximately that 2,000 gold lead as Deft is going to get Abyssal Voyaged on. But he's got the zoomies, he should be okay. But final chapter coming on down here as Teddy just locks up the kill, and Deft had flash, had cleanse, used nothing and died.
I don't think he was expecting that crit, and I was not expecting that crit, Atlus. That is, oh my god, Kraken Slayer finished on Teddy there, and that felt like just before playoffs, because if the draft isn't great, right? If the macro doesn't work out, that's fine. Like, that can happen, but you can look on that on a day-to-day basis. But when your players, Yuumi ultimate on top of it, like, as a Hanwha Life, and this game is definitely not lost just through the sheer, like, wombo combo fighting power that you have. But if T1 keep it scattered a little bit, if they're able to position nicely enough, not group up while still using utility, they should be fine.
Yeah, well, in goes the horse and the cat. Let's see what this can do. True Shot Barrage doing a fair bit of work as well, but oh my god, the Encore is fantastic. Shockwave eaten by all of the shields as Deft now tries to keep himself alive, but he cannot. Faker locks him down with an auto attack with a whole bunch of notes on it. Chovy getting chased down by Keria. Oh, ex-teammates, but not friends anymore by the looks of it, as Canna will put him in the grave. And T1, 10-1. It feels like this game's pretty much done. When he was in base and decided to go for the Putrefier instead, just because of the disgustingness that is the Yuumi and the amount of healing that she provides.
And now it's not even close, right?
God, Deft just takes so much damage here from Teddy, and Keria is super tanky right now as well. As there's the final chapter used mainly in fear. Teddy just needs a couple more autos. Yep, the Piercing Darkness will do it. My god, he 3-shots Deft. And that's not including the Kraken Slayer proc. Like, oh my god, this center is just revolting.
Yeah, this is disgusting from T1. Oh my
god. Just a little kitty cat with a dream. Oh, and Vista's just going to be obliterated. T1 running an 11.6 comp in 11.5. I'm wondering why they weren't just doing that the entire time. Because, yeah, Shirley might actually be dancing on the Nexus.
Atlus, might I remind you that Hanwha Life is up in the stand. They're 12-5.
Yeah.
T1 is 10-7.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that this is basically done and dusted. We are very close to a Cloud Soul as well, as Teddy's over here. There's the final chapter. Devour is going to be available, so Keria just negates all of that. Yohan's getting chunked by Teddy, as yep, Chovy doesn't even utilize the Shockwave, decides instead he just wants to flash out of this one. If he could flash out of the game, he probably would, because yeah, this is just looking almost impossible for Hanwha Life. Morgan now chasing after Canna. Will be able to smash him back towards his team, but maybe that's not where his team wants him, as Deft gonna get chunked. Does make it over the wall. Decent shockwave to buy a bit of space, but in comes Teddy once again. He's got more damage than a nuke right now as Faker throws out the ult. He doesn't really find too much. He may have found the Yuumi, but the Yuumi died in the blink of an eye. The Ezreal doing exactly the same thing. 6-0-7 for this Senna. Looking to make it 7-0-7. But the tower...
These health bars are not going to go down, and this is where, as Hanwha Life, we're like going to be, well, I guess we've learned that Seraphine is more important than Hecarim.
100%. Well, Morgan, he does have a look in here at the side as Yohan wants to desperately try and get towards this Baron. He will get on in, but he's dead way before any spite's even relevant. And T1 didn't want the Baron. They wanted the team fight. They wanted to win the game. Deft is just going to get popped. It's Canna that dives on over and smashes him into the death chamber. The Baron is taken in the end as, yep, the Yuumi pops out. Chovy now will find another two-man shockwave. He's consistently hitting quite a few people with that, but it doesn't actually matter because it doesn't do enough damage. And now, 3 members of Hanwha Life eSports against the world of T1. And they are so scary. Yeah, Chovy's just going on a little bit of an adventure here. Wants to see what it's like on the T1 side of the Rift. And in the meantime, yeah, Keria is just going to stop any potential backs. And I think this game's just done. Faker, surprise, out of the brush. Very, very dead. Chovy, Vsta, of course, is going to be going down as well, as they're just going to follow him around as Keria he's going to do the... Yeah, this one's done.
Make it stop.
Oh no, they're just hanging out. This is adorable. Quick, get the jukes. Oh wow, he really has been juking for a really long time. It's 20-1. Is going to be will make it very difficult as now we're going to get trolled by an inhibitor. As in goes Yohan. Does knock back the Senna. Teddy will just get cast to the face. And now Morgan's trying to chase down Cuzz. Canna in a little bit of trouble here, but Deft isn't going to find the Mystic shots. And okay, as Morgan's even teleporting in. All right, Faker from over the wall. We'll say goodbye to the Gragas. And we'll lock down that kill. Deft inside the Raptor pit. Relatively safe right now, but as the final chapter, Shockwave lands onto 2 once again, doesn't do any damage once again. It's now Cuzz looking for Chovy. Vista's going to die, and now Canna walks so extraordinarily fast. And Faker will just douse him in all of that magic damage. That will be the ace, finally. And T1 will say goodnight to game 1.
I need a moment, man.
We gave you a moment. T1 should have finished a really long time ago, but instead they gave you that moment.
Unbelievable. This is, yeah, that's one of the most one-sided games I think we've seen all split, and that includes a couple of Dumb Kia games.
I mean, I can see your vote, by the way, but did you see the 909? Do you wanna renege on your choice?
No.
No? Okay, we're good.
I think that I might not get the redemption.